I'm Jennifer. This is Jennifer's Creative Corner, where we do anything that's crafty and creative. Today, I figured we're going to do an old-fashioned crochet tag. This was inspired by Moonbed Crochet, so her video is somewhere over here, somewhere. If I can figure out how to do that. If not, it'll be linked down below. And while we're doing that, I figured do some Skimble parts. Skimble the cat parts. Now, if you don't know, Skimble the Cat is part of my small business where we sell stickers and character goods and all sorts of things, and keychains, memo pads, patches, pins, stuff like that. And now this is what I'm eventually going for, with this accessories and everything. But now this is actually a prototype. This won't be available. This was a prototype from another manufacturer. But the plushies should be here within a few weeks. Manufacturer said end of June they should be ready to ship, and they'll be on a plane. And God willing, they get into the country without tariffs. Okay, I'm not going to get into this now, but it's because it is not the place, not the video, but getting these plushies have been an adventure, and not in the good way. That's for another video. Anyway, crochet tag. So, first question is, how did you learn to crochet? I would redo this question as, how did you start learning? Because I think you're always learning. Like, I think I'm still learning. I was actually back in college a long time ago. Not a long time, but like a while. It's been a minute. I was a sophomore, and I was bored one night, and I just went on Amazon, picked out a single crochet hook, ball of yarn, skinny yarn, off of there, and just started. I didn't think, and just started like playing around. Like, I wasn't really watching any tutorials, had any goals. I was just like playing with yarn. Like, I think I was doing slip stitches, probably. I don't think I actually taught myself single crochet or double crochet or anything. Like, so I would just do that off and on and on and off for years. On and off. You know, you get it, I'd get interested, do it for a few days, then drop it. And then I had to drop it for a while when I had cats. Or kittens, because when they were kittens, when Bella and Skimble were kittens, they could not be trusted around yarn. Nope. They have since obviously grown out of that. But about a year or two ago, about 2 years ago, I was like, I'm going to start like actually learning how to crochet stuff. And the idea of doing a plushie was very cool to me. Like, I could create a 3D object with yarn. So I taught myself how to do. So I taught myself from books, from YouTube tutorials. Like, I remember sitting here for hours trying to get it. And took, I remember trying so hard to get the magic ring. And now I can, do it, now it's, super easy, but back then it was difficult. Favorite thing to crochet. Yeah, definitely amigurumi. Now, if you were to tell me, a specific pattern, I guess either a doll or something that, has, feet and, little arms, body, head, neck. A traditional form. I guess might be my favorite, because that's something that's the thing I go to first. Is, oh, let's make body parts. You know, it's you can make a generic body and turn it, and then with the face and the hair and clothes and such, you can make it into whatever you want. If you could only use one brand of yarn, what would it be? Okay, I thought about this one. Yarn that I really like is Hobie H8 cotton. The 8.4 I like, but the 8.8 is my favorite. But, because I love that because there's so many different uses, so many different applications, so many different colors. They have over 100 colors. They are all solid colors. If you wanted to do something else, that would be a different brand. That would be a different. But if it's like, if I said Hobie yarn, would it be anything under the Hobie umbrella? So yeah, is that? So I don't know what that, like, what brand are you talking about? A specific line, or are you talking about a general brand? I'm not sure. So I guess that's my answer for both. Weirdest thing you've ever made? I guess I could say my early plushies, like the first two I made. And keep in mind, I wasn't really following patterns, or, which I probably should have. And I'm not a pattern person. Like, I'll look at a pattern for reference, but, like, I'm not gonna follow it stitch for stitch. I don't know why. I just don't. Hi, Bella. You like coming when I'm filming, don't you, baby? She's like, I like to invade you, Mom. Come and say hi. She's like, I like to come say hi. Say hi, YouTube. Say hi, YouTube. Bella. Come on, Bella. Come here. Oop. Say hi, YouTube. Okay. I'm sorry. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't follow things stitch for stitch. I don't know why. And that definitely contributes to me learning slower, I think. Because if I could just... But also, it's like your technique. That also determines how a pattern turns out. So I could follow something stitch for stitch and not have it be the same, because my overall technique, my tension, is different than, say, someone else's. And maybe it's not, like, as consistent. Like, I don't know if you call that consistent tension. You know? So, that's why I guess I'm a hobbyist, and I'm not a professional. I would not call myself a professional crocheter. No. Let's see. Next is something you'll never make. No, I'm not, closed-minded to say I will never make something. I'm open to making anything. But something I'll probably never make, temperature blanket. Because I couldn't keep up with one. Or at least not the schedule that you're supposed to do it. Like, get it done in a calendar year. Or something. Or, maybe like a 365 days. Like, it seems too big of a project. It seems too massive of a project. Too much of an undertaking. I get overwhelmed. And I'm like, this was supposed to be fun. And I'm getting overwhelmed. I don't like this. Where do you get inspiration? I guess pattern books, Etsy, my own designs, favorite characters, actors, YouTubers, where I'm like, oh, I want to crochet that, or I want to crochet them, or something like that. Favorite thing you've made so far this year? I would have to say this. My skimble, but in Burnett Blanket, I made his body, his face, facial features. I'll put a picture in, maybe here or something, or here, or here. I don't know. I'll put a picture somewhere. In the inside of him, in his belly, he has, in his feet, he has beans to make him weighted. And then I put a couple satchels of lavender in him. So it's just like, he's a little weighted, lavender scented, it's Skimby, and I really like him. He's definitely, I think I want to finish him off and add his accessories, his shoes, backpack, and camera. So that's like maybe I'll do that project. It's like one of those, yeah, I'm terrible with finishing projects. This is not a question, but a question I would add would be, how good are you at actually finishing projects? Because I'm awful at finishing projects. Oh my god, am I awful. Like, I went through my whips already, and the thing is, since that whip video I made, my first video on my channel, I've gotten more whips. This is one of them. I wasn't making this a while ago. Or what? Well, I was making this, but I changed the yarn I was making out of it. This is Petite Pearl, or Skinny Chenille, or whatever the Loops and Threads brand. Next question, future crochet plans. I would say some of my future plans would be definitely get the Skimble pattern out. Definitely get the Kayla, my other, but she's a strawberry cow. I'll put a picture of her in there. I hope to get that pattern out. And then Curry, I'll put his picture up. I want to get his crochet pattern out. But that would take a lot. That's been in development for a while. And then I have to get testers, and I have no idea how to do that. That involves like finding people who will test a pattern for you and actually like finish it. I don't know why I think of finishing things as such a to do, but maybe it's because I'm terrible at it. This is also why I don't do it professionally. I can't finish it. I just can't. So, worst thing about crochet? That takes forever. Or at least I'm a slow crocheter. So it takes me forever. And sometimes you're like, oh my god. You know, it's like, this is how far I am. I have to go up to like, probably here. I'm like, it's going to take forever. You know? And I have to go at least up to here. And then do his arms. And I'm still working on heads. I'm getting them and necks to make sure that the necks are stable and that the head can like actually like not wobble. It actually looks like a head and not like a bowling ball or a balloon or something like that. Now my favorite thing about crochet is that you get this string, furry string that we call yarn, and you can, by making enough loops and knots, you make this. Like, I think that's pretty cool. Like and subscribe, press the bell. I'm really trying to grow on here, so please also remember, drink your water, take your meds, sleep well, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!